Big jaws, but the stress is too much. Welcome to Ricky and Brenda's The Great Escape.
Hello channel, welcome back to The Great Escape. Nice to see you all again. I'm Ricky. My lovely wife Brenda is still recuperating. She got injured a few days ago at the gym, so she's probably going to need a few more days to get better. So if you have a minute, you're more than welcome to a little prayer for her prompt recuperation. Today is Sunday. It's a beautiful day. Weather is warming up. I'm just walking outside. So you can see the sun is out, beautiful blue skies. And I'm gonna flip the camera around. Look at that beautiful view. It's perfect weather if you ask me. It's about 60 and yeah, it feels great. Anyways, I was just hopping on here real quick to say hello. I'm gonna be taking the little garbage out. So I'll take you with me on that walk. So if you wanna come along. So all right, off we go. Here we got the garbage, and garbage cans are not too far from here, maybe a 2-3 minute walk. So yeah, let me flip the camera around. So I hope that you're all doing well on this beautiful day, or on whatever day you're watching this video. Whoa, bees. So I hope you are enjoying the day, whatever it is that you're doing, wherever country you are tuning in from. Yeah, so today I'm flying solo, and from the looks of it, it's gonna be this way for I don't know how long, maybe another week or so, because we don't know for sure exactly what she did to her leg, but we know it's painful. She did it while running. It's part of the exercises that we were doing Friday at the gym. Excuse my heavy breathing. Just was a little hill. So yeah, really hoping she gets well. I've been on her back to make sure that by tomorrow, Monday or so, she finds a physician to go see, and I don't know if they're gonna need to do some type of x-ray or something, see the extent of the injury. From her explaining to the trainers at the gym when it happened, a lot of them, because some of them are athletes, they play sports, so they've had all kinds of injuries, and based on the questions and answers that Brenda gave them, most of them think that it's just like a ripped, or I want to say the muscle, like a tear, if I'm saying that right. Excuse my English. But yeah, that's what they're saying. It sounds like. So we will know more and share more about that. I know she was in a lot of pain that day, to the point where she barely made it, because one of the exercises was to either do some activities inside the gym or go around the block. And she likes to run, so she of course chose to run. And the whole exercise, the routine for the whole hour, it's a combination of a lot of different things. And you get to repeat some of those exercises 2 and sometimes even 3 times. So I think this was her second lap when it happened. I was doing the ski exercise in there inside the gym when she came in, and I right away knew something was wrong just from the look of her face. And sure thing, she right away was, because she couldn't even walk all the way in the gym. She said that she barely made it. She said, I don't even know how I was able to walk from where it happened back to the gym. But she made it in right away, called one of the gyms. They His name is Edu. Right away he just ran to her, and we both had to lift her and put her on a seat, on a chair. And then she was in tears. I mean, for Brenda to get, you know, for her to cry over pain, it's got to be painful. But although she's not a tall person, but she could take a lot of pain. And you know, from almost 40 years that I know her, trust me, she's been through a lot. Poor, you know, my dear wife, she's been through quite her entire life. It's been many things that she's gone through, all kinds of pains. And I'm to be blamed for some of them, at least the emotional ones. Not anymore, but way back when. But yeah, she is, you know, getting the rest. So we'll again keep you posted on that. On another note, I'm gonna flip the camera around on this beautiful day. I just came up to where the San Miguel, you know, the church up here. I'm not by the church, but in the grounds. You know, you guys have seen a bunch of our videos. You've probably seen the one that Brenda and I did from that mountain up there. You know, you got the beautiful Sierra Nevadas, which they were melting a few days ago, but I guess last day or two was cold and it just got covered again. But it's such a beautiful day. You know, you got folks like on a picnic type of setting over there. You got some over here chilling, enjoying the view. You know, couples taking it in and enjoying this amazing day that the good Creator has given us. I figure I go for a walk myself. You know, I did have the need of throwing the garbage. Because we normally, when we take off on the scooter, Brenda takes the garbage and then we don't even get off the scooter. I just, you know, stop right next to the can and open it. Then Brenda throws it in. It's been a few days since we haven't been able to do that, so I had those 2 bags. And they were well overdue, so I could definitely not be able to ride the scooter. You know, why ride the scooter from 2-minute walk, right? We just took care of that, and I figured go for a walk, do a little video, get a little sun, get out of the apartment. Yesterday I did go out for maybe about an hour, just did a couple of quick errands, but nothing else. Actually, I have not picked up this camera here to record anything in a few days because of, you know, all the video that I already had from Barcelona. That you know, we had plenty to carry us for a good week. Now is that time where I have to kind of get back on it because I'm running low on the video inventory. But hey, anyways, just wanted to you know, check in, say hello. Hope that you are all being blessed on your day and whatever it is that you're doing from wherever part of the world you are in. Hope all is well. If not, then a good prayer from Brenda and myself to all of you who are in need of a good prayer. And I also wanted to share, I love sharing and creating. You know, by nature, I consider myself an artistically inclined person. I'm not claiming to be anything special. I mean, we are all special in our own way. All I'm saying is that, you know, I like to create. I think that's why I'm a chef, you know, in the business of culinary. You're creating, right? You're creating meals, you're creating dishes. As a kid, you know, I've always loved to draw. You know, it's not something that I kept doing, but up until I was maybe a teenager, I used, you know, love to draw and do things. You know, I remember writing songs that, not because I sang them or anything, but you know, things that I will go through in life, I would just write about it. And then later in life, you know, some of you may know or not, after high school, I went to a broadcasting or radio TV academy or broadcasting school in Puerto Rico because I wanted to be in the radio or TV, you know, for that matter. So I did that. Never really took off because, again, it's not, especially in Puerto Rico, but came to learn that pretty much everywhere you go, it's the same thing. It's not what you know, but who you know. Other than doing my externship in Sal Sol 98, which is a very famous radio station in Puerto Rico. I'm not really sure if it's still operating. If I'm not mistaken, I think I saw something recently where they converted to something else. But in fact, one of the most popular radio hosts for many, many years, Miguel Alto, was my teacher. He had a broadcasting academy. This is back in the 80s. And that's why I went. 2 years, like an associate degree. And then I did my externship there for, I think it was 2 or 3 months. But it was the shift that nobody wants, right? Sal Sol 98, like any other good popular radio station, they're just not going to give you prime time to some kid that just came out of broadcasting school. So I did my externship late. I think I was from, 1 o'clock in the morning to like 4 o'clock in the morning. So if I had 10 listeners, and I hated that thing, but I had to do it because if I wanted to graduate, I had to do it. And I did. It was a lot of fun, but it's really the only time. And I got paid, but back in those days, like the minimum wage of the 80s was like $3.35 or something like that. So I think that's what I got paid. I said, I don't think I like this. I did like the, being in front of a microphone and playing music, and I did love doing that. But the shift and just being by myself in this lonely radio station, it was not pleasant. That and music is another thing that I love, and just so many things that I consider myself a little artistically inclined. So the point to all that is that maybe that's the reason why I'm doing the YouTube thing. Although I was doing videos like this, believe it or not, even before YouTube existed. Back in, late 90s, I've always had some type of camera, either just a regular photography camera or a video camera. And I remember taking videos. I had a editing software that remember the CDs that you pop in, down, install in your computer. And that's how I learned. This is like 20 plus years ago. So, and again, I'm not claiming to be an expert because it's not something that I kept doing. My regular day job at that time, 20 years ago, I was a bill collector. I was on the phone, I was working 8 hours a day, so it's not like I had a lot of time to do this. But on my spare time, I did. In fact, when my kids went to elementary school, they were always doing stuff. How elementary, they're always doing like presentations and honoring this one or the Civil War reenactment, all that kind of stuff. So somehow they learned that I was able to, do videos and the editing and all that. And I ended up doing a few for Tiffany School that till this day, I think they're using it, because a couple of years ago, I saw one of the teachers and she said, wow, that video you made for us almost 20 years ago, we're still using it. And it was about, I can't even remember, because I did quite a few of them. But I think she was referring to one about the Civil War, that the kids will dress up and do the whole reenactment thing or something. But anyways, going back to my point that, I love doing that because I love music, I love so many things. I try to put it in video, and then now with AI, it's such an amazing tool, and I get it. Unfortunately, it's just like Facebook, right? Facebook has a lot of good things, but it also has a lot of negative things. Even the cell phone thing. We don't call our family or friends as much, at least in the States. Here in Spain, and I notice they still do that. They get on the phone there. But in the States, we do a lot of texting, although they use a lot of WhatsApp here. Like in Puerto Rico, I know WhatsApp, or the WhatsApp. It's something that they use a lot. But again, you do see when it comes to family and friends, they do make an actual call. But in the sense of Facebook, it's everything is through there. Like we lost a little bit of I don't want to say reality, but some of the things that we used to do, right? There's no need for anyone nowadays, really, to waste paper, write paper, and send a letter to someone through the mail. I mean, like, who does that, right? But, you know, I don't know, certain things that Facebook has that it's negative because, you know, we're not as connected as we used to be. But again, it has a lot of good things too, because you may connect to somebody who you had no other way to connect, and through Facebook you may find a friend that you went to school with, or a lost family member or something through Facebook. I've been able to do that. So again, it has good and bad. Same thing with you know, the AI, right? AI has a lot of amazing things. You know, you can it just gives you the freedom of being creative. And they do have a lot of censorship in them. It's not like you can go in there and do whatever you want. I mean, if it's not, I mean, it's artificial, but it's intelligent. I mean, the word says it, right? It won't let you do things not, I mean, I have tried even just like things that may indicate a little bit of, let's say, I don't want to call it, well, it says violence is what it uses, and it won't do the clip that I'm trying to do if I'm trying to do a video, although it has nothing to do with violence. But if it gets the hint of that, it won't let you generate the video. I mean, some applications, I'm sure they're more, they have more, will give you more freedom than others. You know, it's not like I'm Mr. Beast or anything with, you know, $1 gazillion to spend on artificial intelligent programs that will do amazing videos. I'm using the cheaper ones. But again, I know, I'm sorry guys, I'm prolonging my whole point, and again, it's my whole point to all this is that I love creating videos, and it's mainly for entertainment purposes. Not this video, like the one I'm doing here now, obviously it's our channel, right? It's the way we connect. But the AI videos, and most of them are, not all of them, because in the early videos of our channel, you'll find that I was doing those short videos at the end of a video here, or an episode, that it was just clips of us, you know, funny things like, I don't know, like a blooper kind of thing or whatever. Because the point of those is to, you know, put a smile on people's face. That's another thing I like. I like to be a happy person. I get a big enjoyment to make people laugh. Even as a kid, I was always the clown of the class. At work, at my job, the same thing, you know. And wherever I am, you know, I try to, you know, I don't know, I don't see the point of being a sour person all the time. I mean, it's just not good for the soul, the heart, the mind, the body. I'm not saying that I'm happy all the time. Trust me, I'm not, but I'd rather be in a good mood, right? And I'm sure that most people feel the same way. Especially nowadays with the craziness of the world. I mean, you know, we can all use a laugh. And closing on the point is that, you know, you'll see in recent videos a lot of those AI videos at the end. Some of them are just musical. I started doing the whole Salsa All-Star in Heaven, which I think I've only done like 2 or 3. I intend to do more, many more. But because I'm testing different things, I'm trying to see what is it that people like and don't like as much. Clearly, I've gotten an amazing response on those, so we're going to continue doing those. But I also have some that, you know, are on the funny side. You know, I have people telling me that video made their day, you know, because they were not having a good day. They saw the video and they were just cracking up, laughing and all that. Well, that makes my day, you know, because that you know, that shows that all the work that we put into it, it's worth doing it. Because even if one person, 2 people are having a kick out of those, it's worth my time. That's what you're gonna see on at the end of this particular video. One that I did called Mission Mofongo. Took me like a whole day to do because it was a little longer. It was typically I try to keep them around a minute and a half, 2 minutes, because even just on 2 minutes on those, it's many hours of work. This one actually went over 3 minutes, but I have to keep it at 3 minutes or under, otherwise I cannot use it as a short on the channel, the YouTube Shorts. Which, if you're not familiar with those, you know, play around when you are in our channel, Ricky and Brenda's The Great Escape. Look to where it says Shorts. Click on those and you'll see a whole bunch of the shorts that we've done. I can't tell you the number of how many have gotten so far, but a combination of shorts and our regular, you know, videos like this one, we have, I think, like 315, which is a lot for a channel who've only been up and running for what, 7 or 8 months now, not even, maybe 6 or 7 months. And that's because, you know, I made the goal and I committed to never miss a day of uploading a video. I think I missed a few days, and there was a good reason for it. To be honest, I can't remember what it was, but it's only a couple of days. Other than that, we've been blessed to be able to upload something. So anyways, with that, I'm gonna leave you with this short video, supposed to be funny. I may be like many other creators, you know, misunderstood. Some of you may find it funny, some of you may not. I don't expect, you can't please everyone. I thought it was hilarious. My wife, Brenda, she didn't think it was funny at all, but Brenda and I are like day and night. You know, what I see red, she sees it another color. So I'm sorry for those of you who don't find it funny. In fact, you may find it gross. And I will warn you, the video has some, gross moments towards the end that I was able to convince AI to let me do it, because it wouldn't let me do it. I had to work my magic to get those clips produced. But yeah, it's called Mission to Mofongo. Some of you know what Mofongo is, and if you don't, hey, look it up. It's available on all over the internet. I hope you enjoy it. As always, thank you for watching, for supporting, for liking, commenting, and if you haven't subscribed, now's the perfect time to do so. So we thank you for all that on behalf of my lovely wife, who is unavailable at the moment, and myself, Ricky. See ya.
This morning they said they need my services down at Cape Canaveral, so we're pointed south, riding the coastline. Autopilot's holding 9.5. Weather's clear, wind's light. We'll be over the pad in a couple hours. Always an honor to help them out.
Touchdown at the Cape. About to get the latest brief. I'm on it.
The shuttle cleared max Q 2 minutes ago. Trajectory is nominal. We'll want you prepped for the recovery window in 9 hours.
Copy that.
All are seated. Give it a second pass on the pressure check tomorrow, but you're good for now.
Copy that. Feel snug. 20 ships are going to Mars. Only 2 are expected to make it. I'm not feeling too confident right now.
3, 2, 1, lift off. Copy that. We are off the pad. Flying beautifully. First stage separation confirmed. They're on their way. Copy that, Commander. Fleet trajectory is nominal. Looks like you have a front row seat. Wouldn't miss it. Mars in sight. Burn look good. Welcome to the neighborhood. Let's bring them home. Houston, we made it. I am the first mankind on Mars. One small step for mankind. Houston, we have a digestive problem. Mayday, Houston, do you read? I have an emergency. No one told me what to do when I have to, poop.
Eagle 2, we read you loud and clear. Take a breath. We've got a procedure for that. Stand by.
There's a procedure. Great. Please. Please, Houston, help me. Tell me what to do. Help me.
Please.
Not in the suit.
Abort mission. Flight copies.
Firming abort sequence. Standing by.
Roger, copy.
Not in the suit.
Abort mission.
Copy.
Standing by for contingency.
7, okay.
Overheating! We need to shut off now!
Core loop is at 140 and climbing 58 seconds to critical.
Link is clean, video stable.
Torso latches and slide the upper suit.
You wanna take it off now? We're losing pressure, Mike!
I know.
Houston, I'm feeling a swell. Please, tell me what to do. Pressure's at 5.1 and climbing. Switch to bypass and open loop 2. Wait, pop the seal. Captain, just warning this mission control. Release it now.
Oh, he's gonna blow up.
Oh, shit.
Can't hold it anymore!
Copy, Commander. What's happening?
Suit pressure spiking! Can't hold it anymore!
Copy, Houston. Recommend manual venting. Switch Alpha 3. Houston, the Mofongo! Coming out! Houston, the Mofongo's coming out!
Oh, that's disgusting.
I can smell it from here.
Copy, odor strong. Venting the room now.
Control, we're mopping and securing the tray. Stand by. Get medical down here now. I can't. We lost them.
Mr. President, the mission failed. The Mofongo, sir.
What the heck is going on over there?
The Mofongo came out, sir.